Hello, my name is Heather Condra, and this is Speech 1. Today you are you that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Dr. Seuss, Source 2. Today I'll be talking about my outlook on life and how my outlook on life has been influenced through the works of Dr. Seuss, C.S. Lewis, and Sylvia Plath. But before I tell you all about that, here are my sources. Here are my sources. Okay. And the lessons that I've learned through Sylvia Plath, C.S. Lewis, and Dr. Seuss are that I can make ordinary milestones and major milestones into an adventure. I am able to see the unseen, and I believe that there's more to be seen in the world. And though I'm not perfect, I try to be all that I can be and make the most of my life. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're far and away. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Dr. Seuss. My first point is that I can make ordinary milestones and major milestones into an adventure. Today is your day. I believe that each day is an opportunity to make, new and adventurous things happen. Each day you are able to see new experiences, new ways of life, and have it become different from the day before. Making the mundane tasks of everyday life and helping and finding out something new is what helps us grow and what helps us mature and develop as human beings. As a teacher, I will have to not only create a new and interesting classroom environment for my students every day, not only to entertain them, but to help keep them cognitively stimulated as well. And also, there's always been, and not only that, not only from the day to day, there's also major milestones in your life that you have to take heed to. For instance, my major milestone was coming to A&M and actually having been dropped off at the dorms without knowing anybody here, and I had to go out with feet in my shoes, and I had to get out and make the most of my day and make it count. I did this by getting involved and making sure that I found my niche in the campus, and now I can say that I am involved, and nothing would have been the same had I just let this opportunity pass me by. My second point is that I believe in the unseen, and that that there's value to the unseen. I believe in God like I believe in the sun, not because I can see it, but because by it all things are seen. C.S. Lewis. And then I believe that in life there's more than just the seen. Although that we can see the sun, the effects of the sun have a much more profound influence on our lives than simply the sight of it. You can feel the warmth of the sun. You feel energized by the sun. There's been extensive amounts of research on what effects the sun has on us, mentally, and what kind of stimulus it provides for us. And that's just the science of it. Modern physics tells us that we have a sense of perception that is firm, solid, and stable, and there's no visible energy in their motions. What our sense organs imagine us to be stable and motionless lack the stability and permanence and mobility. Motion, change, and development embrace them all. Without these being perceptible to us, it is a way of direct sensory observation. I relate the ideas of not being able to see the sun and being able to feel things to my belief in my religion, which is Christianity. And it took me a while to come to this realization. whenever I was younger, I didn't really understand why I went to church. It was a good social community, but it wasn't very religious. It wasn't a very religious experience. I found throughout my life, though, that your religious experiences aren't found in the church. They're found in day-to-day life. And without that experience day-to-day, church doesn't mean as much to you. So church to me is a way of using what you've found in the day-to-day to understand it and to be able to perceive it for your own life. My third point is, but life is that though I'm not perfect, I can try to improve each day and make the most of my life. And my quote for that is, but life is long, and it is the long run that balances out the short flares of interest and passion. Sylvia Plath. Though I'm not perfect, I try to make the most of my life. It's all about finding balance for me. In order for me to find balance, I have to take in the day-to-day and express it to meet the goals of my future. Finding balance is essential for making the most of my life and finding fulfillment in my life. I've had all the opportunities in the world to discover this, and though it did take me a little bit longer, I'm very appreciative because women, back in the 50s and the 20s, they didn't have this kind of opportunity. They had to, they had a hard time struggling with the equal rights and, being in the labor force and having the opportunity to go to college to appreciate, what it is we're trying to accomplish here at A&M and at college. In 1950, about 1 in 3 women were in the workforce, whereas in the 1989 and 1998, 3 out of 5 women are in the labor force. That's a monumental difference if you look at it on a big scale. And we have to learn to appreciate this and find the balance that, yes, college can be fun and life can be fun, but, we're here for a reason and we're here for a purpose. I had to learn this lesson the hard way because when I first got here, I also struggled because all of my friends that I had known moved to Dallas, and I'd always want to go see them during the weekends, during any kind of break that I got. I'd run up to Dallas, and this started to take a toll on both my grades and my finances. I even considered moving to Dallas, just completely forgetting all the important things that I was here for, and to run away from something this monumental would be trite and very, immature. So I've learned that being able to find balance, and maybe, going up there every other weekend would, suffice. And if I don't have the balance in my life, then I won't get as far as I could have. In conclusion, I have found through the works of Sylvia Plath, Dr. Seuss, and C.S. Lewis to reinterpret my outlook on life and note and take heed that I can make ordinary and major milestones into an adventure. I can believe in the unseen, and though I'm not perfect, I try to make the most of my life. So I say carpe diem and make it count. Thank you.